Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions, and if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. I dive deeper into all these sectors, looking for investment opportunities and sharing them with everyone in the community. Especially with the coupon code, if you guys like to join, it's 50% off the first month on the monthly membership and a larger discount, 4 times the discount on a yearly membership. And you can always swap from the monthly to the yearly if you'd like to. Let's dive in. Let's see what's going on today. Starting with the DXY. Again, guys, I don't see any change here. It looks good to go higher still. And where I'm making that decision is the falling wedge that we've got. Number one falling wedge, number two falling wedge. So these all point this way. And I then go to the candlesticks and look to see, do we have larger buying pressure candlesticks and smaller falling in? So I look at this size here. See how the downward move took more candlesticks and moved less distance than the up impulse move. So that's stuff that I look at. We have that same similar function going on in that circle there. The big move up and then the flag pattern or pennant formation, whatever forms formation. So that still looks bullish to go higher. Generally, what backs a stronger dollar are stronger yields. Now, today we had weaker yields. Obviously, we had a slightly weaker dollar. So yields are dropping on the short end. This is the 2-year. The 2-year and the Fed funds rate are pretty well aligned. This here is a big inverted flag pattern, so we could get down here. I don't know what it's going to do after we get down there. And that's what we're trying to see is when it gets down there, what is it going to do next? We're in a larger pattern squeeze. That's this pattern here that we're squeezing into. Does it mean that we're going to break through this and head down here? It's possible. Or are we going to come and get support, turn, and break higher? Don't know yet. So that's what we're watching. We're watching to see where we end up and what kind of follow through we get. There is support in this area here, and that's what that blue line represents. The 10-year yield is down today, but again, when I look at the big picture view, this is your inverted shoulder head shoulder bottom. That's your move up. This is a flag pattern. That is a continuation pattern higher. Now, Besant has come out and said that he wants to smack the 10-year every time it gets to 4.5%. And here we are rolling over, not getting up above that 4.5% level, which is the white line going across. Is he going to be successful at holding it underneath 4.5? I don't know. The longer he holds it, the more pressure builds. So think of it as that. And we're sitting on top of the flag pattern. The 30-year, which is less impacted by the Fed funds rate and the short end of the curve, it still looks good to go higher. This is your 1, 2, 3 hump consolidation breakout, and we're moving up. So that's in an uptrend. TLT bond prices on the long end of the curve are slightly lower today. We're down 0.14 or minus 0.14%. So that is down, and I don't know why it's not coming up. I clicked on it. Sometimes TradingView likes to do this lagging stuff as the markets are busy. This is after hours, so I don't know why it's not coming up. I'm going to go to the 2 and the 10. We'll skip that, and hopefully this turns up here. The 2 and 10 yield curve, it's down minus 1.07%. We are starting to break through that support line to the downside. What does that mean? Well, if the short end of the curve drops more than the longer end, which is the 10-year, this curve uninverts and it goes lower. It goes that way. That is generally when we see a slowdown in the market. So are we entering a slowdown in the market? We could be. And this is the yield curve uninverting and doing that. TYX TNX ratio is moving on up solidly. This is just inverted and moves with gold. Gold goes up, gold generally relaxes. So we're moving up, and this will be a tailwind behind gold. If I were to guess today, gold would be higher based off of this going up and the DXY being flat. So it has a good chance, a probability of going higher. So gold did go up. It's up $16.6 an ounce, 0.5%. We're in the resistance zone. I'd like to see a big move out of here, big move up, and break out of here. I think it's coming. Could happen any second. But we're in that resistance zone, and we're looking for a big breakout move. Silver's up a little bit. This is a bull flag. So you've got your flag pattern there that is going to break higher. So that looks good for silver. Platinum still in a more bearish configuration, chopping sideways in the channel, but we entered that from the top side down. So we could get something that is similar to, say, something like this, wherever you, sometimes some people put it at the top, some put it at the bottom. But I just, in general, area is down here, is what I'll say. Palladium's also down a little bit. This looks like it's trying to gain some support. There's a lot of support in this purple rectangle, a lot of trading going on, so we're probably going to find support somewhere down here where we'll bottom, is my guess. XAU to gold ratio down just a teeny bit today, but momentum is up. Looks good on the monthly candlestick here for gold and silver mining companies to outperform gold. So GDX is down just slightly today. Is it a reversal candlestick? No. Still looks good to go higher. Now, some people will say, hey, gold was up. Why was GDX flat? Well, maybe oil's up. You know, if oil's up and gold's up and oil goes up more than gold, sometimes that could have an impact on the mining companies. So it could be. GDX is flat, or GDXJ is flat, I should say, and SILJ is basically flat. But they all look good. They're all in uptrends. I don't see any cause for concern at all. They look good. Crude oil is up about 1% today. Are we going to get some momentum being generated in crude oil? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We are squeezing into this corner here. So we're squeezing. There's 1, 2, and then the third hump is what we're going to put in, and then I think we can jump. But sometimes the third hump breaks out before it comes back. Sometimes it draws out all the way out. I can't tell you what this is. All I can say is that we've got a third hump that's being developed here, and we'll see what happens here in the next few months, quarters, something like that. TTF is down 2.75%. We had a nice little breakout here and getting a little bit of a return move, which quite often happens. It could go all the way back to 31-ish dollars, and we would still be good. Natural gas in America, I think it was a contract rollover up 5.5. I don't know. Sometimes you get these big jumps when they roll the contracts over, in both directions, down and up. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me. This does not look bearish. It looks pretty bullish here. This is a falling pattern, a falling channel. You could say it's a flag pattern of some sort. And we've broken that to the upside. That looks good to go higher. Looks very strong there to move on up. OIH up 1.82%. We're still in that resistance zone. We haven't broken out of that. We also have resistance above us of some resistance up through here. So we have some work cut out for us to get through some resistance first, but it does look good. So we'll see if momentum can carry us through that resistance. Newcastle coal futures are down 0.72%. Still above support. I say we're still good. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, we're down about 0.6%. Is this cause for concern, Andy? No, I am not concerned. It looks good to continue higher. We've got big buying pressure, small selling pressure. That's just a continuation pattern that I think is forming, and we're above support. So it looks good. Looks good to continue higher. I don't see any worries there. Uranium futures pricing down just ever so slightly, but still looks good. No worries. That is a breakout retest. Breakout here, retest there, and then we're turning higher. Some people say, oh, it's always going to come back to that support line. Guys, it's not perfect. People's psychologies implanted onto the charts are not perfect. URA down 1.9%. Should we be worried? It's a little bit more selling pressure here. We can throw a lineup here. We've broken through that, and maybe that's just a return move. So I think it looks fine, looks good, and we'll see if we can hold here. Uranium is down 2%. Again, looks okay. We're above the breakout here. Everything looks okay. Just let it go. We went down after a pretty big up move for 1, 2, 3, 4. The past 4 days, that was a pretty big move. And then URNJ also down 4%. A little bit more bearish tinge to this one, as it is a bearish engulfing pattern. We do have a lot of support underneath us here, so am I worried? No, just sit, stay long, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. And we're above support, the downtrend line. Everything looks good. Nickel down 0.11, just barely heading lower. We're above support. We'll see if it holds. But for the most part, I'm still bullish. The copper futures price down just a little bit, down 0.8. We have a little bit of buying pressure to create this wick at the bottom there. But we've been chopping sideways here for the most part. The markets are undecided to start a new trend after the Trump tariff debacle here. COPX down 0.72. This still looks good. That's not a lot of selling pressure. It's holding good. This looks good to break higher. I think we're going to make another, probably a very big up move in copper is coming. Very big. Like a leg higher. I think it ended here. That was the end of that. And this is your wave one with a consolidation there. And then we're going to make a new leg higher here. We're in that leg. Lithium's up 0.88%, looking good. We are right on top of resistance. And we want to break through that. REMX is just cruising, up another 4% today. Look at that thing rip. Oh, looking good. Well, the momentum's up. Hopefully we can continue. That's a bottoming pattern. Everything looks good. Looks good. Iron ore. We are flat. Another flat day. It looks good to go higher though. Small selling pressure. See all the little candlesticks? And then we have another large candlestick with small selling pressure next to it there. Still looks very good to go and move on up. This whole area looks really good. That's accumulation. Aluminum down 1.3. We still haven't broken out of the 60 or 2650 level. Still stuck underneath it, unfortunately. Baltic Dry Index up 5%. Getting a little rippy today. It's in that circle there. Another breakout. So step, move higher, and then we just continue to stair step higher. Looks good. Emerging markets, we had a flattish dollar today. Not a ton of tailwind, but a little bit of selling pressure down 0.6. Looks okay. What I would do nothing. I'd hold on, let it take you higher. There is still some resistance at some of these turning points up here. And we're getting close to those turning points, so we're getting a little bit of resistance. Moves up 0.17. Again, we're starting to break through resistance here. We're getting through here. It's looking good. Looks good to go higher. Carry up 0.8%. That's moving higher. That's looking good. We've got XHB down just ever so slightly, but we are on top. Small 3 candlesticks. That's bullish. It is flagging or pennant formation. So that looks really good to continue on higher. Russell's up 0.64. That is moving higher. So that's looking good. SPX is looking good as we continue to move on higher today. And then the NASDAQ was also up a little bit. Man, this is like nosebleed levels up here. The way this has moved. Yeah, just nosebleed levels. Dow Jones Transportation up a little bit. It's holding on, looks okay above support. It's holding so far. XLI up or down 0.01%. It's holding on. I don't really have much of an opinion of this. When things get up here, guys, I just let it go. And I wouldn't be a buyer up here, though. I would not be a buyer. Buying would be, like you get a big candlestick like this, or it comes up with a downward pacing pattern here. Like that's where I would be looking. And then after that, I just leave it go. I don't really go in after that. So you get your opportunity, and then you just let it go. Bitcoin up a teeny bit. We still have a little bit of downside momentum here going on. And then Ethereum down slightly, but we've got upside momentum here because the lows keep coming up. Bitcoin has, this has been kind of coming down here. And then the lows haven't really stuck there. We do have good support. This guy here, which is below. So we're still holding on here for Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens if it can pull back. I'm looking for when things pull back like this, you want to look for a pattern that's being created. Are we squeezing into a wedge? Are we coming down? Is it a flag? What kind of pattern is it? Is it starting to squeeze? If we get a squeeze, it'll maybe come in like this. So that's what I'm looking for. But right now, it's kind of a weird looking deal going on here. MicroStrategy down a little bit. That still looks good to go higher. I drew the arrow. Yeah, looks good. Squeezing up, finding some support. And then the VIX is up a little bit today, up 1.5, but it's pretty much controlled. Pretty much controlled. So that's what I've got for today, guys. We'll end it there. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website, special with the coupon code. And that's all I've got for today. So we'll catch you next time. See ya.